What is going on, everybody? Expedition Neverland back at you today. I am at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. This is actually the very first value resort opened at Walt Disney World. It's on the same compound as All-Star Movies as well as All-Star Music Resort, but All-Star Sports was the first, opened in 1994. All-Star Music also opened in 1994, and then All-Star Movies opened in 1999. You can see behind me, this is the main lobby area. It's set up very similar to Pop Century Resort as far as the different building areas that are themed differently. Of course, at All-Star Sports, themed to different sports. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to show you, give you a little tour of the All-Star Sports Resort. Keep in mind, All-Star Sports, All-Star Music, All-Star Movies are all basically the same layout. I will do separate videos of All-Star Movies and All-Star Music at some point, but for right now, as you're watching All-Star Sports, just know that music and movies are pretty similar. The only difference being the room types. At All-Star Music, there is a family suite, which sleeps 6 and has 3 queen-size beds. At All-Star Sports and All-Star Movies, there are only regular rooms with 2 double beds. There are a preferred room, which is near the lobby, and then just standard rooms, which are everywhere else. But let's head in, let's check out Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. It just reopened back in March. It was the last resort that Disney needed to reopen post-COVID. So we're here at Disney's first value resort. Before we head into the resort though, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, and now let's go check out Disney's All-Star Sports Resort at the Walt Disney World Resort. Let's go. So just to give you guys a sense of what to expect, up here is the security booth where you would come through in your vehicle. The first resort you come to is All-Star Sports. Now, if you continue down that road there and you keep going, up that way is Disney's All-Star Music Resort. And then if you continue all the way at the end, it is Disney's All-Star Movies Resort. But I wanted to check out here, this is the main lobby area of Disney's All-Star Sports. Again, keep in mind, all of the All-Star resorts are basically the exact same with the exception of the room type being that All-Star Music has some family suites. But we're gonna head into the lobby here and check it out. Over here is the parking for check-in. If you look around here, again, this is the main lobby, but right out front of the main lobby, very similar to Pop Century and all the other All-Star resorts, you've got your Disney transportation set up here. And you can tell by the queue system, these lines can get very long in the mornings, especially. Right now it's about 10 o'clock, so most people are already at the parks that are going. But this is where you would come for your resort transportation. Also, where you would catch your Mears Connect shuttle back to the airport. But I want to go around this way to the main lobby entrance and show you the main lobby. Coming from the porte cochere where you can check your luggage right over here, and heading into the main lobby, still celebrating the 50th. Looks like they're doing some work on the front desk areas. But over here to the left when you first walk in, you have concierge. You can see behind the counter some Disney characters doing their sports thing. Over here to the right is more concierge. I guess it's concierge and check-in. A little bit of a seating area here to watch some cartoons for the kids while they check in. And then over in this direction, you've got your Sport Goofy gift shop. Restrooms off to the left there. Decent sized gift shop. All your standard shirts and trinkets and tchotchkes. Maybe not quite as big as over at Pop Century, but definitely a decent sized gift shop in here for sure. Definitely like all these old movie posters from Disney cartoons related to sports. That's pretty cool. Down here though, they do have some refrigerated foods, not nearly as much as you would find at, say, one of the vacation club resorts, but they do have some goods in here for you. Cream cheese, Lunchables, some lunch meat, basic stuff like that. So back out in the lobby again. Here's the main lobby area. That's where we walked in from the porte cochere. Right out this way is Disney Resort Transportation that I showed you, the gift shop, and then walking in this direction here out those back doors will take us to the main pool area, which I will show you. Over to the left, we've got the end zone food court. Going there in 1 second. And then over to the right, of course, being a value resort, they've got a mega arcade. Walk in here real quick and just give you a little sense. It is a pretty large arcade for a Disney resort, but all the value resorts seem to have these. Seems like the cheaper the resort, the larger the arcade. And like I said, right across from the arcade is the end zone food court. This is the food stop at All-Star Sports. None of these value resorts, none of the All-Star resorts have a sit-down restaurant. They all just have a food court. Looks like they have redone the food court since COVID. This looks a little different. It definitely looks a little bit more updated, but you can see it's still breakfast being served right now. You know, waffles, bacon, that sort of thing. A little bakery over here with your desserts. And that looks pretty good. Looks like omelets over here. During lunch and during dinner, of course, you're gonna have burgers. They've got pizza, they've got pasta. Looks like salads they had as well. Breakfast selections look pretty good. Breakfast sandwiches, some pancakes. Looks pretty good. And then right out here you have the Grandstand Spirits, a bar. This bar also has the entrance on the outside, so if you're by the pool, you can get some drinks there. And then, of course, your beverage station to refill your refillable mugs, your coffee, all of that out here. And then a plethora of seating. It can get crowded in here, especially during high meal times. This is not a high meal time, and it's still relatively crowded, but yeah, they definitely updated the food court since they reopened. They were closed for like 2 years, so had some time to do a few updates in here, but they didn't update any rooms, just the food court, it looks like. Also of note in here by the beverage station, they do have a pizza window, so you can mobile order some pizza and then take that back to your room or eat it in here. But we're gonna head out to the pool area now. Back out in the lobby area, again, transportation straight through those doors there. We were just at the food court. And we're gonna turn around this way and head out back to the main pool. This is called the Surfs Up Pool. And all these buildings around here, this is the Surfs Up area of the hotel. This is where all of your preferred rooms would be. You'll be closest to the lobby, closest to transportation. So if you are preferred, most likely you'll be in Surfs Up. And you can see it's definitely a decent sized pool. Nothing too exciting about it, but it is a nice sized pool. You can see the Surfs Up section. We've got big, huge surfboards. Nice little pool area. You can see again, this is the back side of the lobby building. Pool here. Around behind me, the Surfs Up bathhouse. This is where you've got some bathrooms as well as the laundry facility. All of these value resorts do have laundry. They all seem to be right next to the main swimming pools. So just something to keep in mind, but they do have laundry right over here by the main lobby area. We're gonna keep walking around. I'm gonna show you all of the areas here at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. Also keep in mind they do have a small little kiddie pool, wading pool type area here in the main pool area as well. Walking through the Surfs Up area, and I just want to show you, the value resorts don't have any balconies. They're sort of like motels, the buildings, from a sense that you enter from the outside. Doesn't matter what floor you're on, you enter from the outside. You do have a window, but the window is just kind of to the walkway. And that is the same at all of the Disney value resorts, except for Art of Animation, but that's, I don't really consider that a value resort. It's kind of expensive. But walking back to this area here, we were just at the main lobby up there. We walked through the Surfs Up section. This is kind of like a hub because it takes you to some of the other farther away areas. You can see Mickey up here kind of welcoming everybody to the All-Star Resorts. But from here I can give you sort of a sense of the layout of the resort and show you two of the other resort areas. Hanging out with my pal Mickey behind me. So All-Star Resorts, definitely cheaper. Used to be a lot cheaper. Now it's like $150 to $200 a night, depending on what time of year you want to come and all that stuff. But What makes a all-star resort an all-star resort? Just the oversized aspect of everything. You walk around, you've got humongous cowboy booths at All-Star Movies. You've got humongous basketballs here at All-Star Sports. It's a lot of fun, especially for younger kids, just to walk around and experience all of that. So here I am at All-Star Sports. I want to show you the main lobby straight ahead, Surf's Up, that building there, that building there. Those are the preferred rooms at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. If I turn in this direction, this is the hoops area, I want to say it's called, but this is the basketball section. Pretty cool. You've got basketballs all over the sides of the building, huge whistles. These stairwells are actually these big bullhorns, cheerleading bullhorns. And take a look in the middle here with these huge basketball hoops. Very neat. Again, so this would not be a preferred room because you're a little bit farther, but let's be honest, you're really not that far from the main lobby over here. In this direction, this is the tennis section. I'm gonna walk through there because it's got Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Donald, and I love that. So we're gonna walk through that section in a second here. Made our way into the tennis area. You've got your oversized tennis balls, the tennis rackets, a large tennis court. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are playing baseball. I don't know why, because there is a baseball section, so I'm not sure why they're playing baseball here in the tennis area, because you got Donald back there and he is playing tennis, so I don't know. Kind of cool. You've got the tennis referees chairs, these huge referee chairs there, and all the characters. It is kind of neat back in here. Huey, Dewey, and Louie playing some baseball on the tennis court. Still not sure about that, but whatever, it's fun. This is actually one of the very first resorts that I can remember staying at. It was a long time ago. I was probably opened in '94, so I was probably 6, 7, 8 when I stayed here. We would stay here for like a night. My grandparents would stay off property and we would stay with them most of the time, but then just so we could stay on property for a night or two, we would stay at All-Star, usually All-Star Sports, just because it was a little more fun for me than, say, All-Star Music. But I can remember staying here and just enjoying kind of all the Disney feel that it has. It's not the most exciting resort. I don't think anyone would ever claim that, but it does have a place for people that don't want to spend an arm and a leg but want to stay on Disney property, still want to have that Disney feel. Honestly, these All-Star resorts to me feel more character Disney than a lot of the other resorts, just because you see a lot of the characters out and about, just like I showed you Huey, Dewey, Louie playing baseball. So for little kids, this is a great option. It really is. The rooms aren't the nicest. You've got 2 double beds. The rooms here at All-Star Sports have not been renovated as far as I know and as far as I can tell. The beds aren't the most comfortable, but again, it's quite a bit cheaper than most of the other resorts, so it definitely has a place. Walking back up towards the main lobby area right now through the Surf's Up section, because there are 2 more areas to show you. There is a football section and then there is a baseball section, along with a quiet pool. There are 2 pools here, the main pool, which I showed you, and then the quiet pool, which is over in the baseball area. So we'll go check that out. Okay, so main lobby and food court. The main swimming pool that I showed you, Surf's Up. If we turn around here to the left, this is the football section. You can see we've got our goalposts, big football field in the middle, large footballs where the stairwells are, and big, huge helmets at the kind of the main entry areas. Definitely a neat building. Any kids that are football fans definitely would enjoy it here. Big area out here to play, run around with the kids after day in the parks, get out that little last bit of energy there. Looks like actually this area is closed, so maybe they are finally doing some refurbishment. Let me see if I can't look in the windows. Yeah, too much glare for me to see in, but I think it looks like they are renovating these rooms. Then you've got lobby back there, walked all the way through this section here to the final section, which is the baseball section. And over here you will find another pool. I called it a quiet pool, but I guess technically it's not, because they do have lifeguards there. This is a neat little area though for any baseball fans. The pool is shaped like a baseball diamond. So we'll head in here and show you that. You can see here you've got the home run hotel, scoreboard, baseballs, baseball bats, big set of bleachers over here. Again, everything is oversized, which makes it kind of fun. I do like the large Coke soda. That's the stairwell. All the stairwells are pretty cool. And honestly, this pool here actually has a water feature, unlike the main pool. I'm gonna get around and give you a sense of a little better view of that. You can see Goofy there. I guess he's the pitcher, because back here you see the backstop, home plate, batting box, and then again the pool is supposed to be shaped like a diamond, third base, home plate back here. So pretty cool. Again, just the oversized aspect of everything, that's what makes it all-star. Here's the pool we were just at. You've got bathrooms, more laundry in this building over here. But I just want to show you, if we turn around in this direction, this is actually All-Star Music. That's the Calypso section of All-Star Music. So you can just tell how close all of the All-Star resorts are to each other. So if I were to just walk across this parking lot here, I would be at All-Star Music. And then on the other side of All-Star Music, All-Star Movies is right up next to that. So again, just gives you a sense of how close everything is on this compound, the All-Star Resorts compound. But again, All-Star Music that way, and then Disney's All-Star Movies Resort is beyond that one. Just to give you a sense of where we were, this is the map of All-Star Sports. So again, main lobby, Surf's Up area, the Hoops Hotel is the name of that one there. Center Court, the tennis-themed hotel there. Home Run Hotel, that's the baseball where the pool is. And then Touchdown, which is the football-themed one as well there. So just to give you a little layout. So what are my thoughts on Disney's All-Star Sports Resort? Like I said, and it's pretty similar to my feelings on Pop Century, it is a fun resort. There is definitely stuff for the kids. I don't know if you're looking to like go on your ultimate Disney vacation. I don't know if All-Star Sports Resort is necessarily going to be the place that checks all the boxes. Again, there's no sit-down restaurant. There's no real exciting swimming pool. The theming is definitely more geared towards kids. It has that Disney character feel, but it doesn't so much have the Disney theming feel like you would see over at, say, Coronado Springs or the Polynesian, or even, say, Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort. But it is a neat resort. It's not super expensive by Disney standards, at least. So definitely a place to think about if you're looking to come down here on a budget, you're only looking to stay a night or two, and you want to stay on property for transportation. All-Star Sports, All-Star Movies, All-Star Music Resort at the Walt Disney World Resort may be the answer for you. Like I already mentioned, only 2 room categories here at All-Star Sports. You've got your preferred room, which is going to be in the Surf's Up area near the swimming pool and the main lobby area. And then you have just a standard room, which is basically everywhere else. Same goes for All-Star Movies. All-Star Movies. And then All-Star Music has those 2 room categories, and then also a suite with 3 queen-size beds. 2 pull out of the wall, and then there's 1 in like a separate back bedroom area. So again, All-Star Sports is a fun resort. Definitely a place to check out. Maybe not at the top of my list, but definitely has a place. Guys, we are back. I'm going to be doing a bunch of races this fall. I've got Dopey coming up in January. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification button. It's been a lot of fun putting this video together for you. Let me know what other resorts you would like to see. Like I said, All-Star Movies and All-Star Music are coming in the near future, and along with anything else that you guys would like to see. So, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, and remember, it's an expedition out there, so never land. See you guys next time.